Good evening, Final Fantasy Randomizer fans, and welcome to this match of the Spring Tournament 2022 Kraken Games. I am Hate the 13th, joined in the booth by Sofnum tonight, with Math Girl and Ravioli doing the tracking for us. How you doing tonight, Sofnum?
Oh, we're doing pretty good. Looks like we've got our very first round of four or semifinal match going on here between Rubes and Wildham, and I cannot wait to get the top of this started.
Yeah. Yep. This is a thing of beauty. Data decided to go for a 4-forced party with the possibility of 2 nuns. This is what we got. And
We didn't get any nuns.
Yeah, we didn't. I am here for this. So, it looks like the 3 black mages will be fighting over the 2 katanas if they find them. And they'll have a little bit more hit points, which is good because they ain't running at all. That solo white mage can hit a little harder, gets a little bit more M-def. Yeah, you can't put the pro rings on. You want death protection, you gotta find a ribbon. Good luck.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. It's gonna really kind of depend on what we can get for our first couple levels of spells.
Yeah.
Maybe lamp will show up. That'll save the day.
Who knows? But yeah, this is a thing of absolute beauty, and I am so glad for it. Additionally, with these forced parties, they also decided to go for 40 monsters in a box. They're not going to be marked. They're just going to be out in the wild with, some rare gear in it. So if you find it, hey, you might actually have a good thing. Otherwise, welcome to the trash. I love it. I love it so much.
There's only, and they're going to have to open a lot of those boxes, too, with the 2 loose that we have in this flag set. I expect to see a lot of monsters in a lot of boxes.
Yes, I am very much looking forward to this beautiful, beautiful train wreck.
Yeah, you did it. So, I guess, congratulations, maybe, are in order here?
I've rolled too many soft seeds beforehand. Alright, and it looks like we are off. And looks like I am going to have to do a little bit of syncing. Alright, we got Harm 3 at level 1 at least.
Harm 3. Isn't too bad. An exit, which is always useful. Uh-oh.
Oh, well, level 1 nuke and temper. Well, crap.
Yeah. Well, one of them can carry the katana and the others can temper him and behind it. It'll be great.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
No wearable armor, which is basically to be expected, but
yeah, if it's not Cheerios, it's okay, you can wear cloth armor.
Yeah.
I am sad.
I'm not even...
Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I'm not even sure the cloth would be worth the seconds to put it on, but
Well, I am sad though that I rolled level 1 nuke, but well, let's hope for things that have, mute. Or well, there's some gaze out of the imps, that's fine.
Imp gaze is not too bad. Not too shabby.
13 heal pots, some pures, couple of tents, and nothing too big in the starting inventory.
But, kind of a good start. Rube's picking up some levels here on the way. Oh, hey, look! Our first one.
Oozes.
Ah, they hit hard. Well, hard for level 2 or whatever.
They hit a black mage hard. That's like hitting it's like hitting a pinata hard. For a giant -1. I love what this game considers quote-unquote rare treasures.
There's a great axe we also can't use. Oh man, Rube's got a spider along with these Zuzus.
Yeah, he got a much bigger encounter out of it. Which actually, may prove beneficial for him.
Wildham attacked by the spider boss, trying to go talk to Sarah there.
Yeah. Alright, and we've got the Royal Yacht. And the Royal Escape Boat.
We have the Royal Yacht and the Royal Sloop.
Yes, the Royal Yacht and the Royal Dinghy.
Yeah. So
Dinghy.
We will dinghy. So we will go back to the party member store.
Houses.
36.
Houses are cheaper than softs today.
Ooh. Well. Get some money. I don't know what we're gonna do with the money, but pick up some more temper, I guess.
Yeah, finish getting spells. A little bit of 400 gold does not go as far as one would hope it was when you're feeding mages, because mages, they don't run on anything except for gold. And that's all they run on.
Wildham seems to believe that he's already got all his steps in for the day. He's going to take the speedboat over to find Bicky. But
speedboat, best boat. Can't blame him.
Oh, I certainly appreciate it.
Oh, hey, and for that black mage who doesn't get a katana, if after they promote, they've got Cat Claws -3 for sale.
I think by the time you were done with that sentence, Rubes forgot that fact.
Truth be told, I couldn't finish that sentence with a straight face. Alright, pirates down, Bicky gives bottle. Bicky's given up the bottle, it seems. You've reformed him of his ways.
Well, you took his ship, you killed all his drinking buddies. I guess he doesn't have a use for it.
Yeah, he's like, alright, fine, I'll go straight. I'm gonna go find a real job and... Level 2 Fade. Grump. Hey, Silver Cheerios, though.
Silver Cheerios.
Ice 3, Quad X, and Fast. Fast, just in case you do decide to lean in on that melee wizard thing. But, yeah, this is... yeah...
You had such high hopes.
It still has a lot of possibility to end up as an absolute dumpster. Because,
oh yeah,
look at it this way. They're level 5, 6. Their choices at this point, they don't have the canal. So they can take to the river system and go visit Ice or the Sages. Or they can go dive marsh. Pick your poison. None of those options are really good.
No. I mean, I have to admit, this is probably not the smart play, but I would almost assuredly go to Ice Cave after I check some of my free boxes here, like Wildham is.
Nope, another monster in a box.
Ooh. Those are Technicolor ogres.
Yeah. Now, the one thing about the monsters in a box is it kind of turns into a looting grind. Oh, well, there's the loose saber bonk. Ooh, now this is a box you like to find. Like, this is just gonna be a fat pile of XP for Wildham.
Yeah. Almost to level 10 already. Pretty good.
For a house.
And, 12,000 XP or so.
Yeah, it was like, 12,000 XP split between them.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's rare treasures are set to random. So we're gonna get a lot of junk treasures in there, too.
Heal pot is, that's a good treasure. Most used item in the game.
Now, if I were in Rubes' shoes right now, seeing that you've got a Gurmedusa encounter in this one, I probably would have run and try to get a larger encounter, or a larger set. That being said, I didn't even make it to brackets this year, so take my advice with a grain of salt. Or a basket of salt. Or honestly, just a giant bag of salt, really. Oh, we have a $35,000 tail.
Tail has been getting expensive. But yeah, item in...
Got level 6 Ruse, it looked like, and level 6 Lightning 3. Yeah, and the wind condition they're looking at, level 40 something, probably. All right.
And have a cube.
So, progression is either another loose item somewhere, which would be volcano, or marsh, or ice. Enjoy! Oh, man. Oh! Creeps have stone touch! And wildham left without softs.
Oh yeah, because we only got peers in our pack today.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Well, softs were quite expensive.
They were like, yeah, 560 or something like that. I mean, the houses rolled really cheap, I'm not gonna lie, but...
It's like 10 nuke spells, I think.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Please give me a staff, something to swing. That's all I can think of with Rubes right now, looking in those weapon shops. Right, level 3, we got Lock 2, we got Lock, and we got Rub. Now, I do agree with him picking up Lock over Lock 2, given the price differential there.
Plus, how often is Lock 2 going to really...
Yeah.
Right. Harm 4, Life 2, level 3 here.
Alright.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, we got level 2 Fade, we've got level 3 Harm 4, so there's the big damage dealers for the White Mage, and Life 2, well, there we go. I mean, that's your resurrections right there. Provided it's not your White Mage who gets bodied. Kraken sends his regards. Alright, well, we've got Divergence here. We've got Wildham going to Ice. We've got Rubes going to Marsh. Let's see which one's worse. I mean, the river system has those Stone Touch Caribs, so, you know, that's got some fun right there.
Looks like, nothing super terrible. Nothing unrunnable that's so far in Ice here.
Wow.
Waving some dragons.
Yeah, and Wildham got a really good roll on those nukes, like 300 damage plus out of both of them, which was enough to take down those those Frosties right out the gate. So that's kind of a good thing to know. I mean, that means they're probably within Quad X range as well.
The Frosty is begging to be nuked here on Wildham's side.
I think it's more that the mages kept tripping over their own feet. White mages aren't the best at running as is, and then you take the 10 luck away from the black mages, and now they're reduced. Oh, alright, images have Frost, and they're part of a jumpy pack.
Wow. That is,
Alright. Ice Cave is doing Ice Cave things.
Wow. That was pretty good. Unrunnable wizards.
I'm very, very happy feeling right now. And that should concern the runners, honestly. That should concern anybody who has honestly a sense of empathy as well, but you know. Oh yeah, these Frosties are easily in Quad X range. 192 took him out. So when Rubes gets over there, he may very well be able to just Quad X him down and get through with him. Well, at least it's a smaller pack of undead this time.
We got away with this.
Yeah, he also didn't get jumped by him.
extremely diverse mix here on Rubes' side.
Yeah, Rubes ended up getting the FFR special of, oh look, I'm gonna low roll on one of them and make you waste another spell to kill it.
Can't be the one that you sent somebody to hit with their fist either.
Oh, no, never.
It just knows, it reads inputs.
Alright, and on the wizard tile we have giants.
Not too bad a thing to find here. Big old damage sponges.
Yeah. Not exactly the greatest find, but you know, it's at least something you can get some early levels on. And we have a shiny rock.
See what we can trade our shiny rock.
Hey, look, a Vorpal +4. That's a giant pile of cash. Ooh.
Or Agmas.
Agama's in a box. Yum, yum. Oh, thin Agamas, too.
Almost, like, right at 200 or less hit points. Amazing.
Alright, Rube's getting his adamant, getting the Agamas, and noping out.
Probably to just really hope this adamant turns into something like that.
Hope it turns into floater or something like that, probably. But that
Yeah.
that Vorpal +4, you know, one of the few times the Vorpal rolls to where it could be useful and no one can equip it. I love it. And we got a 13-minute bridge boss.
It always amuses me when the canal triggers that for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I see what you did here, clever programmers.
It's clever people. A little bit of cash. Wildham almost to that drop down.
Mine's some hydras in a box.
Fire hydrants in a box. With damage poison.
With,
Drop the fate and hope.
Ooh!
Oh,
Wow. They are a little bit weak here.
For 766. Oh. And Magius, I have to dispute that fact. Even without the weapon fixes, it's even worse. Alright, we've got a big old metal herb, and we got a ruby out of Ice Cave, so it looks like Marsh was the right play to go. Whilst that does give Wildham a potential advantage if the canal is found soon, they're good to go. Or he's going to be good to go there for, you know, hitting up Sarda. Now, if the herb turns into, say, floater, Ruby is rendered pretty much useless.
The prince was sleeping on today. Oh! Hey, is this even...
Well, you know, he woke up and went, God, this thing's heavy. I don't want this anymore. You take it.
I think after being asleep for centuries, abdicating is probably the only real option.
Yeah.
Sorry, my people, I was really tired.
I just had a really bad hangover. Alright, so...
Aiken Saber for level 4 there.
And Cure 4 and Wall, and Invis 2. Alright, so level 4 is a good heavy level for the white mages. But it's also, well, a heavy level for the white mages. Those Invis 2 shared with Cure 4, you kind of hate to see it, just because those are both premium spells.
Well, and Wall in there too.
Yeah, well, the Wall, the Porta Ribbon.
Yeah, but you know, having to dodge it around the other two. We get a crystal. This is quite the fetch quest we've arranged here.
And I thought I turned off the Shuffle Astos flag, but apparently not. Sorry, guys. That just means Astos is hanging out somewhere, and, you know, who knows where. At least before I rolled it this time, I gave them the flags to look over it, and I got their behalf of like, yep, that looks fine. So, you know, I'm not the only one culpable here. I mean, yes, I'm mostly culpable. I will fully admit it, but yeah.
I can verify I saw them both sign off, so. Oh, and we found the canal.
Oh, okay. So it looks like Astos decided to replace Matoya, huh?
Well, at least it's not that far out of order, right?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, the next chain on the quest here.
Exactly. And yeah, Malakoth, I will agree with that. You know, I accidentally left on the Shuffle Astos, but they did get level 1 nuke with 3 black mages. And the rub shirt, I do not know. I did not notice. And yes, Will, this was 4 forced, with the possibility for 2 nuns.
Yep, we didn't get any nuns today, although Rubes has found his. I don't think we'll be retrieving our friend number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably going to stay on the floor. Alright, let's see here. White Magic level 5 has heal 3. That's not too bad. And level 5 black is garbage. Hot garbage. Ooh, gold plus 2 for
Cheerios.
33k. Whoo-wee.
Still, that's must be a pretty long walk.
Alright. And just got some scums doing not much. Rubes is going to be heading on over to get his cube from the sages. Maybe doing that ice dive.
Maybe.
Wildham deciding it looks like to just leave, you know, black 0 down, because, you know, statue, that's fine. You pick up his soft whenever, and, you know, when you need some nuke charges, a couple extra nukes, you just drop it right there, and there you go.
Yep, Rubes basically trading places here, following through the logic. Our okay but not great level there.
Yeah. Alright, so it's gonna be Rubes' turn to do that disgusting ice dive, and I'm thinking he gets wiped out at least once, maybe twice.
Nah.
I'm hoping thrice, but you know, that's because I'm not a good person. I will fully admit this.
Wildham out there, adamant. Found the Agama box.
No, where is Rubes going? Oh, ordeals. Okay. That suddenly makes sense.
Oh. Save quite a ways away there.
Well, you know, you want to make sure you have a place to split from if needs be. Oh. You reset out of a Saria, Rubes. If you see a Saria, you eat a Saria. It's just polite. I mean, they're like Agamas, except for tastier.
Went through all that trouble to be right there for you.
I know, right?
And then reset out.
Alright, and while them checked that other chest, the 1-4 chest as I call her, and got an Aegis Shield -2, which is, hey, more money.
To feed into those delicious, delicious spells.
Alright. Wildham off to turn in that adamant to get the herb, to get the crown, to get the crystal, to get the canal. Oh, man.
Yep. Rubes making his way through the pillar maze.
Without warp, unfortunately, because we still haven't seen that. Which means it's level 7 or 8.
Which means we probably won't be too interested once we do actually see it.
Yeah. Oh, I missed our Ankylos in a box. It's just like, oh man.
Rubes had found them when we were still playing with the other monsters we found.
Alright, well, at least he only got one of them this time, so it won't wipe out in his entire party beforehand. Just one member.
I mean, this is within range.
Yeah. For 4 gold. Oh
4
my
gold.
goodness. Wildham, thank you. Thank you for freeing the Hooray Dwarf from his endless cycle of pain. Well, yeah, and to respond to Bert in chat, they have the possibility for the White Samurai, and if they find katanas, they can have, Black Ninjas. Or Black Mage Ninjas. And that
Ninja
40...
mages?
Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, no, that 40 strength, if they do actually manage to find the Masa, or honestly, if it rolls well enough, the Thor hammer with a lot of saber could potentially work too. And we know they've got the saber bonk because they found that in Matoya in between her 2 trapped chests. Ooh, ribbon.
Ribbon -8, but it is a ribbon. So.
Yeah. You know what? A ribbon -20, still the best armor in the game. I will take that over any other headpiece.
Oh sure. It's sometimes the ribbon isn't. It's just an accessory, and you need it. Like it's barely even armor.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot of battling for gold here in our monster in a box seed.
Yeah, it's a thing that can happen when you have the rare chest set to random as opposed to always. Because yeah, that was what they requested, and at least that I got right. The Rubes finding the Gershark Wizzahags in a box somewhere. That's, another 4,000 XP for each of his living party members for a soft potion.
Yep. We're still in the top of ordeals here. We found a couple traps, as it were, surprises.
Yeah, a couple of encounters and found some money and XP in a box.
Oh, and the Oxyale.
Alright, old scuba gear out of Castle Ordeals. And Rube's not even checking that last spike dial. He's like, nope. Resources are thin. Suffer the hands of Astos, the Dark Witch! I love shuffled Astos.
Maybe Astos was just visiting Matoya at the time. I don't know who was in the castle then. Yep, Wildham finishing up the quest to get his canal.
Rubes, are you just burning off encounters? Or are you going to go visit Underhill? It looks like burning encounters. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm probably going to go pick up some of those silver Cheerios he saw, because he hasn't seen the gold ones yet, because those were in Melmond. And then I think he's probably going to head over to turn in that ruby and see what Sarda's holding on to. And maybe pick up the tail, because he's got the cash for it right now.
Rubes is running into Waterfall here. Doing some looting Trying to find that loose.
Well, got to check and see what the robot's got, and, hope to find the second loose.
Yeah.
Moving that rub shirt down to somebody who is not a statue.
Probably for the best. Although I bet it's pretty stiff when you first get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's been starched a bit. Though I think that one rolled -1, so it's a little bit moth-eaten.
Hmm.
And he's going to check out the level 5 spells and enter his disappointment.
We do pick up heal 3, which, fine. It's nice.
Yeah, stop, sleep 2, lightning, and fire. That is such a disappointing level. Wildham almost bought one of those Cheerios, and then he went, wait a minute, no. I need that cash.
I need to go get my tail out of Hawk.
And to answer the question in chat from Mick Fruit, no pro ring means that the white mage cannot equip a ring of protection. It's essentially the best hand armor in the game. It provides death protection, and it's just good, strong armor. White mages don't get that.
And the only reliable source of getting rid of instant death is ribbons at that point, which we have found. But
yeah, well, the white mage also can get death protection from the white shirt.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright, well, just some gold and a pro ring in the Titan's Trove, which, great for one of the black mages. Ooh, blue D's in a box. Thick blue D's in a box who go, oh, look, mages are tasty. Well, there goes his exit out. And we got a vanilla rod. So, time to dive to Earth Cave, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
Well, you got enough nuke charges. You should be able to get down there and take out Lich as long as Lich doesn't go. We're going to start off with some AoEs. If Lich goes AoEs to start, yeah, you're going to just want to, kiss your bug goodbye.
Rubes fighting their way back.
And,
Back to the robot again.
So, just as a point of note, Cure 4, Invisible 2, and Wall all came at level 4 for the White Mage. So that's not outstanding. So the only thing I can think of that they would want for promotion would be, well, Warp, because that's, oh, wow, Ghouls with Blizzard!
Ew.
Yeah, because Warp at this point is going to be level 7 or 8. Alright, Rubes, back into the waterfall room. Time to burn off some encounters for wildham. Now, if I were Rubes, I kind of wouldn't mind taking that metal slime fight a couple more times. It's good XP for a party. You've got the stuff to take him out. I mean, just, you're here, do it.
Rubes did make it out, though, with his waterfall bounty.
Yeah, he's slabbing Rub Bonk, and he opted not to try and deal with that box full of angry dragons. Fog 2 and Life at level 7. It's not a bad thing to have Life at a separate level from all the other really good spells. So, it's a good backup there. And we've got Rubes doing that early sea dive. Is he going to dive Kraken side first, or is he actually going to go dive mermaid? Alright, this is a mermaid side dive first.
We're gonna go visit the mermaids. We're gonna we have to find some bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
And sea snakes are unrunnable.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Not too thick, though.
They go down to a nuke like everybody else, but, you know.
Alright, level 18 across the surviving members for Rubes. That's not a bad party level right now.
So with this party, and what you've seen, what do you think the final level target is for our round?
Oof. Probably 30 at the minimum. Oh,
All the way up.
sea snakes have blaze. And something else has... Oh boy.
The trolls have crack.
And mute. And there was some stone there. Oh, glance as well. Thank you, Chadbert. So C is bad.
Yeah.
Rube's very happy he's got that ribbon. And those softs.
Well, and that sea snake was the same one that was unrunnable, so that's going to make for some interesting encounters here, and when we get up to Topher.
Yes. That being said, the sea snakes and the party platter in Topher is a different encounter ID than the encounters run into in C. So doesn't mean that those will be unrunnable as well, unfortunately.
I thought they shared the encounter ID so that would merge everything.
Nah. Alright, Sea Troll starts off with that mute. And we've got the lock shirt -2, so we've got both a white and a black shirt now. I don't know which one is which, but we've got them. Oh, ghosts. Ghosts are always scary. Ghosts are one of the monsters that just hits the absolute hardest in the game. No matter what, it seems like they always roll like, oh yeah, what's the strength? 9,000. So Rubes also picked up a Harm 2 helmet on that floor, which it's something that is not, it's not the best, but it is something that is a viable, constant damage dealer for that white mage. And thank you, Rubes, for carbonating bubbles.
It's time to become bubbles now.
And Jaded Dragon, Wildham hasn't brought that statue back to life because I don't think he's picked up any softs. And he's probably just using it to run a 3-man party at this point. Focus the XP amongst the other 3.
Yeah, if you're in a situation where you really kind of need that third black mage.
Okay,
Ooh.
So we got loose TNT in Sea Shrine. We got the Chime in Earth Cave. So we've got Sky in play. And this also means Ice is hard required to get that Ruby. Unless the TNT turns into the floater, in which case it would not be hard required. So I'll have to see what this TNT turns into. I'm hoping it turns into the Ruse Stick.
Of course.
Yeah, the loose we found, or the 2 loose, were the TNT in C and the Saber Bonk in Matoya's chest.
Yeah, Matoya was hiding all the goodies, because
Yeah.
Matoya was secretly Astos, too. So.
That would explain why she had monsters in a box in her chest room, or in her closet. That's perfectly it.
Yeah. I see no problem with this logic.
Oh, here comes the mute from the stone, or from the sea trolls, and there's the glare. And lobsters are just rude and hit things hard, because that's what lobsters always do.
Now we're venturing up Kraken side here on Ruben's screen.
Alright, and we have our first Orblit at 3630. Wildham taking down Lich by throwing a bunch of microwaves and fades at him. Unsurprisingly.
I think that's probably our game plan when we get to Kraken too.
Yeah, except Kraken, I mean, it might be a little bit more risky with Kraken.
That's true. Very fair. But I don't know what plan B is, so
Hope, pray, ruse. That's the only thing I could think of. Alright, wildham actually getting a couple of those gold Cheerios already. That's not bad. And equipping the wrong one on the white mage, he equipped the silver as opposed to the gold. I'm wondering if he's going to catch that.
Oh, I'm sure we'll find another ribbon or another protection ring that we want to throw on somebody, and we'll notice.
Maybe. Though in this case, or in the case of Wildham, it will be his first ribbon, which looks like he's heading towards Ordeal, so he'll probably get that here.
Rubes just about to enter the Kraken fight. Oh, we get your shark get a big eye, who are the guards today for Kraken.
At least it came right before Kraken and not after.
Not the two-step encounter after.
Yep.
That's always a fun one.
Oh yeah, that's that like feeling of absolute panic. Alright, so it looks like Rubes is going the nuke, fade, nuke, nuke. Oh god, please roll better. That's a good one.
That's good.
Yeah, 364, 178 though. You need to see higher than that.
Yeah.
140 out of fade.
40.
Nuke. Oh, 382. Alright. Kraken 1 actually not having a whole lot of hit points. And falling to microwaves. 3855. Rubes gets his first orb lit. And yeah, it didn't hurt that Rubes got some really good rolls on some of those nukes.
Yeah, a couple 400 nukes will certainly make quick work of almost anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Except for Warmech, maybe.
Oh, fair. So linked in my mind, you do one and you immediately do the other.
Yeah. Alright, and let's see what that TNT turns into here. And Wildham has gotten himself through that maze. And if they run into a Warmech tonight, it is going to be a free-range Warmech that is just wandering freely on the Bridge of Destiny. And Roostic! So, yeah, we've got a floater in sky, or, you know, yeah, no, it has to be the floater in sky, because the TNT leads to the ruse stick, the tail is for sale, the slab was picked up already, and the ruse stick probably can be equipped by the white mage, or the black mage, actually probably by the wizards after promotion, but the big thing about the ruse stick is not that it's a weapon, it's that, great, you can put ruse on somebody else aside from the white mage now. And he did not notice. Oh, there he goes.
Oh! Must have just glanced up as the menu was closing.
Yep.
Done that about 1 billion times.
No, go right now.
Oh, Rory. Oh. And Wildham making their way out of the...
And there's the next encounter. The giant Wizahag Sea Gershark pack. You actually aren't hitting all that hard, surprisingly enough. Like, they couldn't even take down that first black mage.
And missing an awful lot.
Yeah, and they made the mistake of leaving him alive long enough to get that nuke off. Rubes coming to the realization that, crap, I'm gonna have to go dive ice.
And also, managing. Oh, we reset out of it, but we did manage to get one of our wizards stoned.
Yeah, creeps with stone touch. Alright, there is the scuba gear for Wildham.
Probably going right back, or right to that water.
Yeah, oh yeah, I expect he's going to hit the Onrak continent and do the... Oh, no. Nope, he's going to go to Waterfall first. Or to... Waterfall. Sky Palace first. Yeah, Sky Cave.
Sky Cave.
Yes. Sky Cave, Water Tower, whatever. He's going to the place with the thing. Which, honestly, I mean, it does make sense because he has the ability to get to it, and there's a guaranteed key item there.
Yeah. And again, at these strats, you're never going to be... Oh.
Oof. Well, we saw Blue Stake there. Not necessary with the party. Nor really would it be advisable for Wildham to take right now, given that he only has the one house. And there's the Thor Hammer. Thor Hammer repurposed as a stop hammer. Oh, how cute. Imps in a box in Mirage Tower.
That's a great trap. The imps did have Scourge, right?
They had Glance.
Oh, Glance.
For a heal pot. Yeah, heal 2-stick. Something for one of the black mages to hold on to, just in case the white mage falls over.
Yeah.
And when I say just in case, I mean, you know, after Kraken 2 sees a white mage and goes, I'm going to tear that apart now. Thanks, bye. Rube seems to be having a little bit better luck than Wildham did in Ice. Not running into those images quite yet.
Checking less than greater than.
Does Sky provide? I mean, it normally does.
It provides some shahags, for one thing.
Alright, so the rub shirt is the black shirt. Just saw that one on the, as Rubes picked it up.
Yep. Cloth rolled down, so I guess good to know.
Will, the second loose was TNT on Mermaid's floor. And Saberbonk was in Matoya's closet as the first loose. Yeah, Astos as Matoya, with the 2 monsters in a box and a Saberbonk.
Matoya's was the place to be this season.
I know, right? It's where all the cool monsters hang out at.
All of our surprises can be found in this mysterious...
This dangerously spooky hole in a wall that I totally didn't dig out myself. I totally found it.
She probably just charmed all the brooms to do it.
Yeah, well, you know, they've got to have something to do. That's why they're always sweeping. You know, Nightmares rolled down. That's kind of a good thing to see.
Found some hydras in a box. Oh, very, very, pushy hydras.
Yeah. Alright, Rube's about to pull out his, Ruby. Yeah, these frosts aren't hitting for hard enough to get through that ribbon at all, so... You getting that Ruby. And there is the floater for Wildham.
Floater, Sky does provide.
Oh, yes. And these, just as, because I saw this question earlier in chat and I didn't respond to it immediately because my brain kind of floofed off on it, the slab came from the robot. Alright, Rubes is out of Ice Cave with his Ruby in tow. Heading directly on over to the Onrek, or to the Melmund continent to turn in the Ruby and get his rod. He will probably be disappointed that it's the rod, but, you know, at least it won't be an entire dead end.
Found, oh!
Ooh.
Found some gas dragons.
Ooh. Oh, less than 350 hit points on him, too. Here's a giant pile of XP for Wildham. 23 and 24, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, made it through pretty good.
Sentry goes, punch! You go down now, mage. Bye-bye.
I heard he can kill you with a look.
I don't hate the fact that Wildham's taken all these encounters. These are some good high XP encounters. He's got magic to use for him still. He's going to need the levels because his white mage almost can survive a nuke. Almost. Now, whether he has saved enough resources for Tiamat, that's a different question. Though he did pick up a Bane Axe, if I recall. Or was that Rubes? I don't remember. I saw somebody grab a Bane Axe earlier.
I think it was one.
Oh, well.
Oh, there's a Massa.
Yep, and we have White Samurai strats in play now. Mossy even rolled up for him.
Perfect seed to have your White Samurai.
Yeah. 40 strength plus White Samurai time. Who already has Ruse.
Found an unrunnable pack on the bridge. Unfortunately, it was not for me.
Yeah, it was just a tiny pack, anywho.
Yeah.
We got the robot chicken! Yes!
And
Do
we're gonna-
it!
We're
Do
gonna
it!
fight the robot chicken. Oh wow!
Robot chicken goes crunch.
I was pretty impressed with almost 200 out of the white mage.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh, 3 hits for
That's not
68.
so good.
That's yeah. Alright, that Fire 3 was a bit of a breather turn for him. And oh, Warmech not punching hard enough to drop that Black Mage. Fire 2 will take care of it. Now it's down to Warmech versus White Mage. White Mage wins. White Mage gets a whole bunch of levels now.
Wow.
Honestly, that could not have gone better for Wildham.
Yeah. I mean, it's risky, but certainly getting all that experience on the samurai here is gonna pay off.
Yep. Right, and just some airs in sky. Psh, whatever. Who cares about airs?
Sadly, we only have the one Warmech today.
No. Unfortunately, there is no way to specifically guarantee the Warmech on the bridge and still have it roaming freely. If you put a required Warmech, that's the only Warmech you find. Personally, I prefer my Warmech actually free range, you know, unleashed. That way you can run into Warmech anywhere in the world. Including if you're level 1 and it's your first step outside of Corneria. And yes, Angry Arian, you did read that right. 2 hits for 496. Behold the power of a Moss immune and plus 40 strength. Alright, well. Fast Charge actually went off first.
20.
Yeah, it was a good, solid swing.
750, and
Down
Dia
to
is gone.
Yep.
think that almost qualifies as into a fine paste.
That was real nice.
Cool.
All right, well,
And the White Mage didn't even have to be level 42.
Yeah.
White Mage better than Black Belt, apparently.
I don't know about that White Mage soloing Topher, Will, but it's going to do some damage. All right, Wildham heading on down to pick up his floater and probably grab that tail. Given that he's got that, he's got one ribbon, he's got the masa, I'm not sure if Wildham will be opening many other boxes, except for he's still got to find the TNT, so never mind. Time to go turn in that bottle. Rube seeing the lock shirt and going, wait a minute, I kind of want that. Level 7 Brack. Hey, pro rings for the other two black mages.
Yeah.
You can't take this. Well, crap. Throw it on the statue. I'll move stuff around in a minute. And forgetting that the white mage can't actually equip a pro ring.
Easy mistake to make.
Yeah. Sometimes the blurs skip our heads. Especially when it's just something like, oh, you can't equip an item. I mean, unless it's something like no ribbon. Those ones always tend to stick. Because, well, ribbon good.
Plus, we already kind of checked it off because we already put the ribbon, White Mage,
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah. Alright, well, we got the key out of the ferry, so Wildham just has the Onrat continent left. And, well, has to translate this. Yeah, has to go translate the slab, too. But he's gonna check the boxes in Cardia, it looks like. And Cardia has so far proven to be a disappointment. Next! Ah yes, there's that Bane Axe, and now Rubes has his chime.
Still not. Ooh, there's some earths in a box.
Yeah.
So is it? Are we gonna get more or less than 150 gold up?
I'm thinking more than on this one. Like, we might see the 200 out of this.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll take that.
All right.
You called it.
It was a little low on my guess, but it was still not enough to really matter.
Oh yeah. Even the 3,500 is basically a rounding error at this point.
Yeah.
And Lich goes down on Rube's side without much fanfare at all.
I refuse to believe there was a Lich. I didn't see it. It just was like I saw a purple blur and that was it. I just think it was something that got in my eye.
Yeah. Well, it didn't hit in anybody else's way, so.
All right.
And we promoted over on Wildham's side.
All right, time to get some better armor on, I think, or protective armor on. I.e., put that black shirt on one of your mages, Wildham. Protect it from the zap. If he still has it, that is. Oh, well, second ribbon. And he just drops the black shirt.
Bye.
Like, I don't care for this anymore. Bye.
Gibbs ribbon.
I still, personally, would have probably wanted to keep that black shirt, just to give it to another one of the wizards, because, you know, that at least gives protection for one more person. And I mean, it's not bad armor.
There was probably a more optimal item to throw away in the inventory there.
Yeah, but you know, you're in a hurry, you just got to keep going. So I can understand mistakes being made, especially if you're like, okay, I don't know which one's a white shirt, don't know which one's a black shirt, I'm just going to toss this one now. Toss the one which has the less useful spell.
You know, we probably didn't even consider. I'm getting a ribbon. So.
Yeah.
Look, there's some more imps in a box. They don't even have their purple brothers here.
Oh no, the purple brothers got wiped out first. The Gurrimps just went poof. Or they ran away. One of the two. Giving the heal 2 stick to the white mage. Redundancy. You know, Wildham's Black's Wizards, the sprites look kind of like how I do in the morning when I wake up. A little bit disheveled, half slunched over like,
Yeah. I feel like the casting animation while I'm trying to make coffee.
Yep. I kind of love it.
The yappy head on the the white mage, not the wizard, just gets me. So it opens and closes during the movie.
Yeah. I mean, I have to remember to ask him what these sprites are from. I mean, like, I know he's made them himself. I just don't know what the inspiration was for him. I've probably asked him before, and it's just slipped my mind, because I have a mind like a steel trap. Things go in, get mangled, never come out. Oh, here's here's the blue dragons, which gave Rube so much trouble. Ooh.
Okay rolls.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. They're huge.
Yeah.
More than 600. Not much, but
still, that's a...
Wow.
Well, White Mage gets another level out of it for 450 gold. Alright, slab for Wildham. Now, does he chase that down first, or does he go do Waterfall and check for the loose first? If he checks for the loose, he'll have access to the ruse stick, but he doesn't know that that's just going to be the ruse stick. It looks like he's going to go turn in the slab first.
Yeah.
Alright, well.
Rubes found Excalibur, which is a pile of money, but...
Yeah. Excal that no one can use. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised, given the sheer amount of boxes we have seen opened. We haven't seen any of the katanas. Or either of the katanas.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't been to the armory yet.
That is true. We have not seen anything out of Volcano.
So, it's a lot of boxes that could contain pointy sticks for our ninja brethren.
Yeah. Alright, there is the ruse for that white mage. Like, finally I can just do this to myself. Alright, and this is going to be the loot from the Lefanish. Which is oddly on point, honestly.
Our tracker mentioning that maybe one of these boxes did have the katana just now. We missed it, but it was pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't know either because it was there and gone, and I didn't see quick enough. Alright, there is the loot for Wildham, so he just has to go kill Kraken and carry, and he is good to roll. Now, Rubes has already killed Kraken, so that does put him up a little bit, and he is going to be coming up on Tiamat real soon. He's probably going to get that Moss immune, because it was in one of the greed chests in Sky 3. And yeah, as I just mentioned, Bert, Massa was +2, and it was in the greed chests on Sky 3, if I recall.
Yeah, Rubes will be picking it up here real quick. That's our turn.
Yep. Bingo! Wow, X-Cal +3 and not a knight at all. Congratulations, White Mage, you get a ribbon now. Honestly, I tend to give the ribbon to a White Mage in the beginning no matter what, because if your Lifecaster stays alive, great, you can bring the rest of the party back. Your Lifecaster dies, you're SOL.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty clearly the play here. Run up the pack here.
Right, and Wildham is just absolutely fading all the rest of these boxes. He is done opening chests, which I can get. He's got two ribbons. He's got the Massa. He's got the Power Bonk. He's got his own ruse. So yeah, he's good. At this point, it's just going to be trying to get some hit points for those black mages so that they can maybe survive some stuff. But that white mage, thanks to that Warmech kill, is doing fine. I do give a bit of the edge to Wildham right now, though, because he does have the airship, so he can get to Volcano a bit quicker than Rubes will be able to, and Rubes still has to do the rest of the turn-ins.
Well, and, I mean, Wildham's been in the air for, you know, a good amount of time now.
Yeah.
So that's just lots of time. Rubes. But yeah, I agree. It's a very tight race.
Though honestly, one Topher wipe could bring this back into play, back into contested play easily.
Oh, absolutely. I would be surprised if the Topher entry times were more than a minute apart.
Oh no, I think the Topher entry times are going to be, it's probably going to be about 3 to 4 minutes, just because Rubes is still going to have to do the rest of the turn-ins. He's going to have to get into the sky, whereas Wildham is just going to have to fly right on down to Volcano.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Landing a Quad X on Tia there.
All right, good on him. You gotta love to see it. You have to wonder if Rubes is feeling like he's behind based off of, you know, finding that ruse stick and doing the skydive first and getting the floater out of sky, or if he's, you know, thinking, all right, well, maybe Wildham made similar plays, but man, it's hard to put myself in the mindset of the runners right now because I just cannot quite get what they would be going for right now. Like, I can understand on a certain level, but like, how panicked would Rubes be right now? I have no idea. Though Wildham's heart rate probably spiked a bit there when that white mage got bodied by Kraken, taken down to 21 hit points.
Yeah. Looks like Warmech probably is going to have helped a lot then.
Yeah. Alright, Rubes going in to grab that tail. Wildham heading back to the boat and heading towards Volcano. Maybe he'll swing by Crenary and pick up some soft potions. have something to potentially bring back that statue when needs be.
Yeah, we'll need another party member to throw out front so that hopefully it's hit first.
Congratulations, you're an ablative meat shield. The only thing that the tail would do for him, Bert, is let them equip the 2 shirts they found, maybe give them access to Warp and I think Brack.
Yeah. I mean, Warp was probably the only reason you would actually do that, but...
Yeah. Both runners in Volcano at the same time. Wildham is actually checking some more of the freebie boxes. I'm kind of surprised. But Rubes still has to go turn in that bottle, turn in that slab. So he's got just a little bit more time he's got to do.
Yeah, but maybe we're trying to batch that all at once.
I can understand why doing that, yeah. It's just that he's got a couple more minutes between him finishing off carry and him being in actual go mode still.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, I find it kind of funny that even the statues take damage when you are walking on the lava. Alright, Rubes has his 4th orblet, heading directly on south to Gaia. Or not, heading to Cardia first.
I guess we're also going to promote here.
You've got exit, why not? Wow, Carrie hitting a little bit soft tonight. Didn't even take that Black Mage down by half. I guess we gotta call Carrie Kitten Hands tonight. Or at least Carrie one.
I was thinking she must have forgot to take the scabbard off her sword. It's just hitting my pillows.
Yeah. She's like, I'm just gonna hit you with some cardboard Nerf swords that I've got laying around. I just don't feel like putting the effort in for it today. Alright. Rubes is now heading on down to get his loot from Lefane.
Yep, Wildham entering Topher at about a minute 10, minute 9:45. Or an hour, 9:45.
Alright, there is that loot. Hey, look, we've got the good eye replacing the bad eye tonight. And as for the specific level differences between the players, I can't say specific. I know that Wildham's White Mage is low to mid 30s. I'm not sure about his 2 Black Mages who've been up the entire time, but Black Zero is level 9, 10. Alright, 28, 29, 12, and I didn't see... the White Mage didn't get a level there, so I don't know.
I think the White Mage is like 33 at this point. But, you see Wildham just going for it. Obviously a little bit scared. A little bit in their own head about it, maybe.
Yeah, oh boy, unrunnable zombie dragons. This is a waste of resources.
You go down to a couple casts, but
it's
dwindling what you got.
Oh my god. More unrunnable zombie dragons in Topher. Wonderful.
At least they're not too tame.
Oh. Rubes remembered seeing that blue stake. And knowing that he needs to get some more XP on his white mage at least, gonna go for it.
That's a pretty juicy stake for him.
Yeah. And to answer the question from AK1247 in chat, does it ever make sense to retreat from Topher to keep the level/XP? It can. If you have realized that is a particularly nasty Topher, or you know that you are underleveled, a Topher grind is something that can be done to, well, get some good XP fairly quickly. Because Topher finds, or has those big packs of really tasty things like 4 Gasties. Things like that. You find purple worms down on the sky floor, though if you're on the sky floor, you're probably not going to be taking the time to go back out and go through it again.
At some point, if Topher's that nasty, it's going to be that nasty equally, too. So...
yeah.
Once you're a certain point in, it just makes sense to try in case you spike it.
Yeah. You get into a certain point, you just push through. You gotta keep trying, or you gotta try. And, if you have lost a lot of your party members and you're out of life casts, or, your life caster has been taken out and you still have access to exit or enough warp charges, I can see that as a point to retreat and go, resurrect people. Alright, Rube's got some XP, seems like he's feeling happier now, and is heading to Toph. So at the 113 mark is when Rubes is entering, 113, okay, by the time he gets in there, it's going to be about 114.
Yep, so about 5 minutes separating.
Just throwing microwaves and stabbing carry too, and down she goes. Looked like she did take out one of the ablative meat shields, but there's a reason that they are called ablative meat shields.
No, I think we're all still standing here, which is kind of amazing in and of itself.
Well, that white mage has been busting out those life twos pretty quickly. No, I think wildham's only had to do 2 resurrections so far. I know he's got quite a few more left.
Yeah.
Of course, that was so far. We'll see how it goes after this. Well, there's one down.
Oh no. Sea trolls pulling out their tricks again.
That was mostly the lobsters this time.
We tried to gaze people.
Yeah, those lobsters just were tearing his party apart bit by bit. Oh, hey. Great, that's a wasted nuke cast. And Wildham is going, you know what, fine, this character has been dead for a while. You can just stay dead. Thanks, bye. That cheeky water dropped a wall, which normally wouldn't be a big thing, except they're generally fairly weak to ice, except for the fact that Wildham actually went for the nuke on them. Well then. The Wildham is burning through his nuke charges dangerously fast.
Maybe that's the strategy, and we're just putting our hope in the White Samurai.
Yeah. Alright. Here comes Kraken 2, going... Hey. Alright, well, Wildham's going, hey, great, congratulations, Ablative Meat Shield, come back to life. Go stand up front now, thanks.
Just in case.
Wildham going bold and not dropping any evasion on that white mage. That's a risky move. Black 2 has officially run out of nuke charges and is now on lock duty.
But we get through Kraken 2.
Yeah, Kraken 2 actually had less than like 1,300 hit points. That's actually not bad at all.
See what this means for Tia 2 here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we got Carry 2 up on Rubes' side.
Black 0 did their duty.
Yep.
Out the big hit. Just as planned.
Nice 3. That's not too bad. Alright, Rubes is through Carry 2 on the seafloor. Probably going to start running into that same set of encounters now. Now, will he have better luck on them, though, is the question. Oh, the answer is no. He got ambushed,
No.
and there are 3 sea snakes.
Yeah, no.
Alright, wildham is through Tia 2. Pulling on up to Chaos.
And we are going to go hard buff strats.
Yep. Alright, good. Going for some Ruse. Fast goes out before anything else, surprisingly enough. Temper from the Ablative Meat Shield. Ruse goes out. Ablative Meat Shield goes by.
Ah. But we did our job again.
Yep. Did its job.
Very nice.
Great. Right. Looks like it's going to be lock, lock, lock all day long.
Oh, Lit 2's not too bad.
Right, that's 4 stacks of evasion that White Mage is at. Alright, wait, and potion, and evasion. Alright, evade capped. Saber bonk time. Black,
Saber.
yeah, Black 7 taking the Bane, because it was not, because that's the other one who didn't have the Raven. Damage poison from Chaos. Ribbons being safe there. Alright. Test swing, 6 hits, 685. Pretty good hit there. More drink strats.
Really nice.
Yep. Swing, 6 hits, 961.
Almost 1,000. Yeah, wow.
White Mage, White Samurai, putting in work. 6 hits, 834.
Flexing all of that plus 40 strength here.
Yep. 6 hits, 1021. And that is it. Get your GGs out in chat for Wildham, finishing up with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 25 seconds. GGs.
Yep. GG's to Wildham. We'll see if he wants to come by and join the booth here while we see Rubes is White Samurai versus the World here at Kraken 2. But tanking like a champ and pulls out a fade for a 250 here on Kraken 2.
I know that Rubes has that Saber Bonk. Did he not put it on the White Mage? Or was Kraken 2 just being a bit too evasive?
I think the Kraken 2 is just being a little bit evasive for us.
Alright, that makes sense then.
Now we're Rubes is into hit. And we are joined by Wildham in the booth. GG's.
Yeah, GG's, man.
Yeah, thank you, GG.
So what'd you think about that party when you first saw it?
Well, it was a it was for a 4-4 score, so it held an expectation. But yeah, it turned out to be a pretty effective party, especially with plus 40 strength on the White Mage. So Samurai strat was real this time.
Yep, Samurai strat definitely worked for you. Just able to plow through that chaos.
Yeah,
Then they're all too scary.
All it took was all of the experience from a Warmack.
Yeah, that was a close call. If I wiped there,
yeah,
it would have been pretty bad.
Yeah, but you managed to get through it, and that's the important part. So this puts you up 1 now in the game of, or this series of 3. Any thoughts on going into next game?
Um, well, yeah, next game, I know Rubes was going to choose what we're going to do with the party and the special flags. So this time I might be in for a few surprises.
Yeah. Also, I have to apologize. I thought I had turned the Shuffle Astos flag off, but I also did send the flags over to you guys for, verification beforehand, so that's not all on me.
Yeah, I didn't check that one. Didn't expect it to be turned on. So that was a
Yeah.
bit of a surprise, but
It, it was a surprise for me, too.
We were all a little bit surprised, but Astos was just visiting Matoya's cave where everything was happening with this seed, apparently.
Yeah, that Saberbonk, the couple of monsters in a box. It's a monster party.
It was the happening place to be here, as Rubes has remembered to put the roost stick on that white wizard, and they're rusing themselves.
Yeah, well, makes sense. Means he didn't have to stop to get the ruse at Crescent Lake, but honestly, it still worked out for you. You were able to avoid having to dig through Sea Shrine to find the second loose TNT that was in the incentive room on Mermaid's floor. And there really wasn't much else down there either, unfortunately. Like, you at least got a second ribbon when you did the Cardia checks. And I don't think Rubes actually picked up that second ribbon.
yeah, with Wall, yeah, once you had them as it was, you didn't really need much anything else.
Ooh, damage poison coming out from Chaos and doing some nasty damage to Rubes' party, but not enough to stop him. So get your GGs out in chat for Rubes, finishing up at 123.54. Yeah, GG's Rubes, and 9 seconds away from the best time. 9 seconds.
Surely we could have found 9 seconds that seed somewhere.
Yeah, oh well. And yes, I have to say that as a joke because, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would have just been beautiful to see.
Yes. Yeah. So
we may or may not be joined by Rubes. I know that he was on babysitting duty a little bit, and he may not be able to join because, child's sleeping.
Yeah. Sometimes if you're the kid's bed, you don't really want to move that much.
Yeah.
And or talk.
So it looks like he will be joining us in just a moment.
Excellent.
So I have to ask, wildham, when you picked up the tail, what was your rationale for promoting?
Yeah, I know it was useless, but I wasn't sure anymore on which slot Ruse ended up on. So I was like, okay, do I take a chance and
Okay.
don't promote and then end up bunking my head on the white shop in Christian Lake. So I didn't want to chance it.
Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense, honestly.
But yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. I should have taken note of that, and I could have skipped promoting.
Yeah, I figured you were promoting so you could equip the shirts, so you could have, a little bit of protection from at least Zap on one of the other characters. But, honestly, it all worked out for you, so that's all that's all that matters.
And we're also joined in the booth by Rubes. GG's Rubes.
Hey, GG's Rubes.
Thanks, GG. GG, Wildham. Great race.
GG.
Yeah, so I have to ask the same question to you, Rubes. What did you think of that party when you saw it?
I nearly needed to use the restroom again. Oh, that was not what I wanted to see.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, given the fact that you had the katana blessing and there were so many boxes on both sides, we didn't see a single katana that seed.
Yeah, what's a katana?
I know, right?
Never heard of it.
Though at least the moss was hidden in plain sight, so the white samurai came in.
And that felt terrible because I cleared so many boxes in Mirage and Sky that I usually skip. I was like, it's like I'm looking for 3 swords, Masa or 1 or 2 katanas. I mean, I found the Masa in a chest I was going to check anyway. So I felt really bad.
Yeah, it's kind of a feels bad man moment. But you also got the ribbon out of Mirage 1, so there was at least that. Or wait, no, it wasn't the ribbon. It wasn't the ribbon. No, it was.
Didn't.
Sorry, I'm misremembering things. The ribbon came out of Ordeals, and there was a second ribbon hidden in Cardia Swampy, I think? One of the Cardias. It wasn't the Forest one. I know Fortis was Womp.
No, it was
Ah.
Pain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but by the time I got in the air, which was well over an hour into the seat, there was no chance I was going to check any more boxes.
Yeah, that is entirely a fair cop there, especially since you'd already found the TNT.
Mm-hmm.
Which,
I was, aside from the TNT, I mean, there was not a whole lot in Mermaids.
yeah, I honestly don't even remember there being anything of note, like on TFC floor or on the Mermaid's floor in itself.
No, and I don't even know if there was a single monster in a box on Mermaids. Maybe one. I don't remember. It was pretty just nothing.
It was barren, yeah. Speaking of which, I also want to say thank you to both of you for having the monster in a box on. I personally find those very entertaining.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was scary with nuke level 1, but and it will pack a few surprises.
Yeah, I will fully admit that I may have bemoaned the fact that I rolled nuke at level 1. Because, man, I was looking at this, I'm like, okay, this seems like it's going to be a nice tough seed, and then nuke level 1. I'm like, oh.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't the only one disappointed to see nuke at level 1. Got him. If you're gonna be all mages, we can't just give you all the magic immediately.
Yeah, I know, right? You gotta earn it.
Yeah.
Though at least you had to, put up some fights for things in boxes. Though I'm trying to think if there was anything that was actually really good that was blocked by a monster in a box. The Masa was free, the ribbons were free.
No.
Bunch of cash.
I think the best thing was an unusable sword.
Yeah.
Like the coral sword or something somewhat
Maybe.
random. Yeah, there was not much to be found.
Yeah, I found some great swords. Found a Vorpal that rolled up, I think, and I found the Sun Sword that I want to say also rolled up. But
And the X-Cal rolled up.
that's right, in the X-Cal. It's all these wonderful things I can't do a single thing with. Although then I saw that I think the Thief was able to equip the X-Cal. That made me sad.
Would have been great.
Yep. And this is where I would have put my X-Cal if I had somebody who could use one. So I also have to ask you guys, you both. So how about those chests in the Dwarven Closet? The first 2 chests in the Dwarf area.
So one of them had Rankelos, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember because it killed one of my black mages and I left him down after that. I don't remember what the other chest was.
And the other chest wasn't much either. It was mostly the Arankleo box I was thinking about, because I saw you both killed them.
Yeah, I mean,
I got ambushed the first time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they tore wildham apart the first time, and then he went back and got that 4 gold.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Well, I have babbled for quite a bit. Softenum, do you have any further questions for him?
No, I think the three of you covered it pretty well. You know, GG's to Rubes and GG's to Wildham, and looking forward to seeing the next race.
Oh yes, that's what I was going to ask. Rubes, what do you have planned for next race?
So going back to my anti-magic meta that I had been working on the rest of the the rest of the tournaments. Really though, so Dang and I, if we had gone to game 3, we were going to run a quad thief party, and I suggested to Wildham, why don't we put that in game 2, and he seemed amenable to it. So we'll do that. We'll flip the dungeons, proc gen waterfall, fun stuff like that. But yeah, 4 thieves. 4 thieves.
Oh. I might have to go sign up to crew that race immediately.
I still gotta put it on the schedule, but yeah, it's totally up to you. We're probably gonna be doing that Thursday, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just sounds. Oh, that sounds like it's gonna be gorgeous. Anywho, with that, let's go to final thoughts. Let's start off with you, Wildham.
No, that was a really fun seed. Lots of surprise in there. I'm really happy to be facing Rubes in the semifinals. He's a great opponent, and I'm looking forward to next race.
All right, and Rubes, let's kick it on over to you.
Yeah, GG Wildham. I'm just still amazed that I made it this far, and I'm really happy Wildham's here too. I mean, he's shown himself to be, truly among the elite. Maybe he cheats because he's a dev, but
Oh, no.
I keyed. But really, no, he's like, I mean, I don't remember exactly when he got here. It's probably slightly before me. I don't remember, but I just like watching his like meteoric rise over the last year or so. It's he's scary, and I'm hoping we can get to game 3 and we'll see what it brings us. But if not, I'll pull for him. But in the meantime, I got a game 2 to try to catch up and even this thing.
All right. Softnum, you got any final thoughts you want to wrap out with?
No, I mean, I think the only thing that I like to mention is that if you like what you see, if you like what you've been hearing us blather about for the last couple hours, come on over to the Discord, and it is the best time to join because we are back to the Duckling Derby, where it is all newer players competing against each other in a tournament. That'll be starting really soon here after spring tournament gets over.
Indeed, yeah. We actually are just in the 3rd week of the Duckling Boot Camp, and the first 2 weeks, or the first 2 videos are up and available on YouTube right now. So if you do decide to jump into the Duckling Boot Camp, you can catch up on those. And yeah, I would highly advise it. The Duckling program is one of the programs that brought me into the FFR community in itself, because it's a really nice way to get yourself introduced to the randomizer in itself. Also, following up on the if you like what you saw, toss the runners a follow, because I think they kind of deserve it for putting on such a great show for us tonight. I mean, they took what could have been just an absolute garbage fire of a party and turned around and finished up in less than an hour and a half. And that is something that is very impressive, because some of these flags can be just absolutely horrendous sometimes. Also, if you have interest in just playing the game but don't feel like jumping on the Discord, that is entirely fine. You can find out more information at finalfantasyrandomizer.com. That's the site where you can go to generate seeds and find any other information you want, which obviously does include the Discord link. But yeah, that's one of the best places to go for it. I also want to say thank you to Math Girl and to, excuse me, sorry about that as I'm suddenly coughing here. Thanks to Math Girl and Ravioli for tracking, keeping us honest tonight, pushing the buttons on the back end. And thanks to Softnum for, well, jumping in the booth with me and putting up with my shenanigans. And thanks to RPG Limit Break for letting us bogart their channel for the past couple hours. With that, I will send us all off with a good evening.